Hi guys, welcome back to the spot, and it's time now for us to actually process our African proverb from earlier. So Lamide, can you take it again, please? We didn't have enough time before.
Yeah, so the word of a friend makes you cry. The word of an enemy makes you laugh. So, yeah. Basically, it just means that when someone has your best interest at heart, you're more likely to take what they say to heart. It's more like, it has more of an ability to hurt you or whatever. But if somebody that really, that doesn't send you, or you don't send the person that doesn't really like you, tells you something, you're more likely to kind of laugh it
about
off.
it and not take it seriously.
Yeah, so that's basically it. So,
okay.
Yeah. That's
Thank you for that one.
That's a good one.
But yeah, let's take our spot of music.
Yes, we shall. So,
what do we have today?
Spot of music, I don't even know. Oh, I do. It's Mo Cheddar.
Oh, Bad? Featuring
Mo Cheddar
Lamide.
featuring Lamide.
Oh, I wanted to see this video.
Anymore, double cheddar, any cocky, any double letter. And I know you mad cause she bad, and I know you sad cause I'm back. Baby, just relax and any rolling.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a, oh, I'm back song. This is actually what it is. It's I'm back.
And it's also I'm bad.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't really do bad girl per se.
Yeah.
She's more girly now. But
I've never actually sat through the video before. But I like the whole workshop concept.
Yeah.
Works well with the whole sexy.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of, is it Rihanna's Shut Up and Drive? That was workshop.
In a car, yeah. Because this is actually in Apapa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's in Apapa. It was on location, and it was directed by Clarence Peters. You know,
okay.
so of course, when it's a Clarence thing, you know that it'll have some very interesting, elements and whatnot.
She's been doing music for a while. I wonder if there's any other things that she's planning on putting her hands in.
I think music is really her first love to be honest, because that's just really what she just keeps coming out with, different things and trying different styles. I remember she did, was it last year that she did Destinambari with Fino?
Yeah.
It was last year.
That was was that her comeback?
that was her first song back, after a while.
Yeah, so I mean, and then now this one with, obviously a very hot
artist
as well right now. Yeah, so I wish her all the best. I mean, we like Mo Cheddar here. Hopefully she'll come visit us someday.
We should have her.
I know.
I mean, before her slight hiatus, she was pretty much on top actually. She had won all of the best female acts in Africa, all those Channel O and MTV. She was winning things. So, and it was because she deserved it, you know. So it'd be nice to see her, go back to the top and everything. And yeah, she's on the road, I would say.
Yeah.
She's doing well so far.
We're rooting for you.
We should get her here soon.
Yes, no.
She's not visited us.
She hasn't though.
What's wrong with you?
Okay. So
it's time for our guest to come in. Our guest in the house today is going to be a funny man, I hear. Also an MC. So if you have any occasions you want an MC for, come to me first. Then you can go to him. Please put your hands together for Xtreme. Whoop, whoop. How you doing?
How
you doing?
Welcome to the show.
Good to see you, bro. How you doing?
Hi, welcome.
Good to see you. Hey, my crush.
Oh, buddy.
Shall I carry you?
Jesus is Lord.
Please
Oh,
don't
my
Family show.
Hey.
This is what you call farms in. Can we take our seat, please?
No.
No, this is the only seat I can see.
You can sit
I will feel comfortable, yeah. Beside her.
Automatic two shot.
We're even
Now I'm
matching.
saying- You say what?
We're matching.
No, I know even the waiting she did. I said, we're matching. Good to see you. How you doing?
Zainab, just ask him the questions so that we can just be watching.
You said?
Should we be
Were you here?
You didn't even know you were around?
I didn't know you were here.
So, Xtreme,
Okay, yeah.
tell us a little bit about yourself for the people
I'm
who
a
don't know.
comedian. I'm an MC. I'm your crushie. most importantly. Basically, I'm a comedian, an MC, a dancer, a farmser, a
romancer.
Get out
No,
of
but I
here.
wasn't here.
Get out of here, please. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
So do you do comedy professionally?
Yes, I do.
How long for have you been doing it for?
9 years.
Oh, wow.
I swear, man. 9 years. It's been 9 years and it's been a long journey. Well, where's
where
to the fridge?
Where is that?
Okay.
Where do you? What's that thing they ask in Nigeria? Where do you base?
Where do you base? Where do you
Lagos.
Lagos. But I was born in the UK, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
was born in the UK. And I stayed I was born in London.
Where?
I was born in Manchester, Manchester United. I schooled in Manchester United for about 3 years. From Manchester United, I went to Liverpool. I went from
Are you a
Liverpool,
footballer as well?
I went to which other club I know? Barcelona in the UK. It was a wonderful experience.
All of them in the UK. Even Barcelona joined. Wonderful.
So how's the comedy world? Because it's like you could either do very good and soar and get attracted, get the brands attracted to you and so on, or you could just be that guy that is that everybody's child's 5th birthday and that guy.
No, the funny thing is, comedy has gone beyond that. We're telling you, like for instance, I personally, I've been off like would I say the stand-up comic scene for a while. I do more of corporate events. If you attend weddings a lot, like a lot of people call me the wedding MC right now. Like I do a lot of corporate functions, a lot of
which is where most of the money
is. Exactly, that's my point. You find out that most of us who explore this kind of avenue are probably even richer than some of the, you know what I'm saying? So just trying to sell myself to you. I give the money to your father now.
Is that price? So you do comedy, you MC, you dance, you don't sing?
I don't sing. Not yet. But if I get someone to write for me, I don't mind.
Do you have a good voice? Or
of course.
So you have a good voice, you just don't sing?
You want me to show you my
What about acting?
Yeah, I do act. I do a lot of skits. I do a few skits, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sing us out of this before going on a break.
There's your camera right there.
Just sing the first stanza of the national anthem. See this place.
You said? Okay, on a serious note now, let me be serious. Arise, oh, come back. Nigeria. What's the
you have filmed.
Nigeria's call, obey to serve our Father.
Continue singing. We're going to go on a break now while he sings that out. We'll see you guys in just a moment. Still with Xtreme in the house.
You know what I'm saying? We love it.
Hi guys, welcome back to The Spot, and today we're talking about self-love, self-care with comedian slash dancer slash actor slash everything Xtreme in the building. So please do join the conversation with us on Facebook, Twitter, and also via email. You can catch our episodes up on YouTube. So self-love, it's pretty basic and easy to understand, but one of the hardest things to do for yourself, which is making sure that you're good mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and putting yourself in spaces that encourage growth in those areas.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think the thing about self-love is, for me anyway, I don't know what you guys think, but it's something that it's maybe in the last year or so has been more talked about, in the sense that
in
there's
the media,
so much stuff going on,
online.
Like there's so much stuff going on in the world today that sometimes, you need to really focus on yourself and make sure that you're taking the best care of yourself mentally, so that you're in a good space. Because a lot of negative things, when they happen, it gets into your brain, and before you know it, it's affecting how you feel, how you think,
work,
how you even act. So that whole self-love thing is more like, you got to really make sure that you take care of your brain, of your space.
So when you live in a place like Lagos,
that's where you need all the self-love and self-care you can get.
Everything.
Lock yourself.
So how do you care for yourself mentally? I'm not sure I understand.
Think caring for yourself mentally is making sure that your head and your mind is in a good space.
Your head is correct.
It's
in one sentence.
It's in a good space for you, because living in Lagos, there's so much. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure to be a particular way. There's a lot of pressure, especially for you to think and act a particular way. So making sure that you are confident enough to say, okay, I don't like yellow, but everybody in Lagos likes yellow, but I don't like it, and I'm going to be okay with it, and I'm going to resist everything else that's around and telling me not to. But it's hard. It's very hard. And I feel as though a lot of people have bottled up so much stress, and it's only, like you said, in the last year or two or so that you're seeing that everybody does need that tender, loving, and a little bit of care. And you see it the most on social media.
Yeah.
You see the subliminal messages, you see the morning quotes, the morning inspirational rant, you see the, like, it's just plastered all over the place. Everybody, it's hard out here. That's all I can say.
I think self-love is good. I mean, it's important to take out time for yourself and think more for you. But I also think, I know I mentioned Lagos as a prime example, but I think it's a problem with people who live in cities or big cities or who are starting off life. You know, they always tell you, you work now and rest later. You know, if you're not hustling now,
Sorry for the gods.
you can't be hustling when you're 70.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, as much as it's nice to take out time and do all of that, it's also very hard to do because if you live in a city like Lagos or New York or Johannesburg, you know, places where
There's life.
there's a schedule. You wake up, you go to work, you make money, you enter traffic, you come back home, you sleep. It's a
You
routine.
enter traffic, you get home.
You enter traffic back, you go home, you turn on the generator, you turn it off, you go to
cycle.
bed. It's a cycle. And for a lot of people, I mean, it's not everybody's life, but a big majority of people who live in these cities have that cycle where it's that. You know, your life is regimented. And sometimes, even if you want to break out of it, it's not necessarily your call. You know, because it's dictated to you in a certain way. I mean, there are times where you can say, okay, I'm on leave this week. I'm going to take a vacation. And even if I can't travel out, I'll go to my village and collect better breeze.
Do you think that,
Okay.
So it's not very easy to do, is what I'm saying.
especially with your profession, well, even the line that we're all in, do you think that it's harder for you to even take that moment to say, I want to take care of myself? Because
of all the
if
expectations.
all the expectations, and then once you take care of yourself, you kind of have to step out of your industry for a second. And that time you step out for, things can change. Like, you might be the hottest guy right now, but then you go away for like,
take 1 month to break it. Come
not even 1 month,
For instance,
take like
like
2 weeks. And then there's like,
I said we called you, you're not answering your phone.
yeah, there's somebody else who's reigning.
Then you don't love yourself if you're in my industry and you take 2 weeks off and then because obviously they are paying you now, the money is supposed to be for your love. You know what I'm saying? That you're being egocentric that way. You know, like for us, let me just say this, you know, for we comedians, or we who make a profession out of what we do, like out of our, you know, some people might just see us as being, man, it's just a joker, it's just a jester, and then forgetting that we have so many mouths who are tied to our destinies, or so many, in quotes, destinies who are tied to us. So you don't more or less see like taking out, sometimes you putting in the extra work could mean that, oh, okay, you have to do this because you know that you have so much bills to foot. Even when you know, like sometimes, man, you can't take a certain, like for instance, if my mom is in my house and I hate her being around when I'm negotiating with clients. It's terrible. And I'm like, Mommy, no, I can't take 100 or like 150, let me VAT 200. And I do this. If it's not, I'll manage 300. Let them, if they are not paying. My mother hears that, she can go back behind and take the phone and tell the client.
Bring 50.
And text the account number. To buy 50K. You know, that kind of thing. And Baba usually says stuff like that. So you have to, you know, and then I think we should also draw a line between or will I say related to being self-centered or being egocentric. You know, if you also have to take time out to, you also have to think of other people and all. For me, I don't think, because to me, I enjoy my kind of profession. So even when I'm working, it's like,
still self-care
it's like loving myself.
Yeah, I think that's another thing actually. It depends on what
yeah.
your own
exactly. So basically,
sort of lifestyle is. So people
self-love
actually go through self-care routinely.
getting more money in Lagos. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get more money. That's when you love yourself. If there's money, there's love now. What are you talking about? Self-love.
Right, well, you guys let us know if you agree. When we come back, we'll still be talking about self-love and self-care and whether or not it really is that self-centered to take a little time for just you. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You're still watching us here on The Spot. We're talking about self-love and self-care. Remember to please join in on the conversation via social media. You can always hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, send us an email, or of course check out our old episodes on YouTube, and hopefully this one will also be up on YouTube as well soon. All right, so we've been talking self-care, and you mentioned that you think it might be a little bit egocentric or whatnot. Well, how about with some careers that are very like high pressure, you know, people like
in investment banking,
investment bankers, or you know, people in jobs like that, brokers and things like that. They have very pressurizing jobs, and so you find that, you know, they're young and they're having hypertension and high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes, things like that. So for people like that, you know, in the past few years, I've read several studies and articles that say, you know, they're encouraging people in these kind of professions to do things like yoga, meditation, and, you know, take a little bit of time off as self-love, self-care, to just kind of help them de-stress, you know, at the end of the day or at the end of the month, once in a while, to just take time to take care of themselves. Like, what do you think of those kinds of, you know, situations?
Well, you know, funny enough is, and then coupled with the fact that if you're a banker, or you do a kind of like 9 to 5, and then you don't drive in Lagos and you have to wake up by 4 a.m., go to the bus stop and go and wait. Most of us, we don't know what we enjoy. And you have to be here and Ojo Elegba. You have to even listen well so that you don't miss the bus. Wait. You know, I think I saw you at the bus stop that year. Oh, you know, in Lagos alone, just the face that routine alone in traffic. You sit down inside the bus and somebody's telling you, my brother, shift. Your body's touching me. Don't match me, or don't match me. My brother, can't you see you're matching me? Sit on your space. It's funny how people even try to define their spaces, even when they're in public transport. Everybody wants their own space. They're looking at this person, that conductor, this woman fat past me, and we pay the same amount. I better tell her she you know that, facing all that alone in Lagos is horrific in code. And then for people who do 9 to 5s and like bankers, like you said, accountants and all, for them it pays off if they take time off, and maybe, you know, and then they usually have leave now. So what are we talking about?
You know, I don't even think leave is enough. I think self-care is something to be practiced daily, and that doesn't mean you take time off daily. That just means you need to remove yourself from or you need to address certain situations in a way that's kinder to yourself. If you know that you already wake up at 4 a.m. to work till maybe, you know, 7 p.m. before you now get home again, you're not home till 11 p.m. then maybe at some point during the day, instead of working all the way through lunch, give yourself that 1 hour lunch break, for real. Turn off your phone, sit down, eat, at least let your brain calm down.
That's what your boss will not call you.
That's what you said, basically, and get sacked.
But I just think it's something that you have to do.
Yeah. But the truth is that's why certain jobs are the way they are. You know, that's where the hypertension comes from. That's where the high blood pressure comes from, because there's pressure. You know, and these are banks. Maybe you give you a target. You know that, okay,
5 billion. You're like,
and if
where the money?
And most times you're working in the office, and it's that lunch break you actually have to go out and meet that guy who promised to bring 1 billion to deposit into your bank. You can't be saying, I need to distress, please. I'll miss you tomorrow. You know? I mean, the truth is that I had a family member who was working in the bank. He worked for 12, 13 years. He ended up he resigned at some point. Excellent banker, but when the health becomes the problem, you have to now just
remove yourself. The story of a banker.
But the truth is that not everybody can resign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody has to do the job.
Someone's got to do the job.
Do you understand? So I think it's more with jobs like that, and it's happening in a lot more advanced countries now, where the organizations are taking cognizance of the fact that these people are going down a certain path. So they make out time for the staff. Some offices like Google, you've seen pictures of Google's office where they have rooms, they have sleeping rooms, they have places for recreation, you know. So it's not left for the organizations to start looking for ways to, because these people, like, there's no other chance for them.
You can't have people to
even you're talking of weekends. We don't even have weekends in Lagos. Most people, Saturdays from one wedding to the other, weddings to the other. There's more time than many. You now watch football, you're still outside, you now drink beer on top of it. Sunday you go to church, you're already thinking of Monday. You know, so there's no time. It's only when there's public holiday.
I'll tell you, yes, let it last forever.
Yeah, so it's not easy.
There's some workers, I'm sure, during time of election, I've been praying that there should be war so that you can just stay back.
At least 1 month.
I want to say something the other time. There was this story of a banker who parked in the middle of Third Mainland that I think it was some 2 years ago and just jumped into the water. No?
Yeah.
I don't know if you, yes, now a banker. It was doing well. It was okay.
That's
and then
crazy.
everybody was wondering why.
That's
The manager or something, probably Target.
It's not
and all.
easy.
So
it's
you know,
not easy.
people.
You hear ridiculous amounts that they're told to go get, and it's like it's the same people they are all chasing. You know, so it's like I don't know where am I supposed to get 2 billion naira from? I just got employed. I'm 23. I don't know if I need someone to be.
I wouldn't be
I'm
employed.
sure I would have taken a loan of 3 million or something. You understand? So for a lot of them, it's really hard, but they do it. You know, but then you meet the target, they're like, oh, you can meet 2 billion. Okay, let's give you 5.
Wow.
That's what happens to them. So it's a cycle and it never gets easier, you know.
I think even employers should try and make it easier. They should learn to, I think maybe a lot of people don't get appreciated, even with the little effort. And forgetting that, it's funny how bosses think when you castigate people and you shout on people, that's when you get them to achieve more. Sometimes showering little praises, that was nicely done, but don't you think you could achieve it?
A lot of
side of the world is not.
A lot of business owners and people in management don't understand how to get the best out of their employees. They don't. These people working for you are like machines. Like they need to be oiled and serviced and
That's true.
stop. I'm not talking about that kind of servicing.
Yeah, I like that word.
Oiled and they need to be serviced.
Like service.
No, the oils got me. Then you not said
Serviced. Zainab.
I'm done.
Okay,
Double whammy.
now I'm just gonna keep my mouth.
No, please keep serving us.
Okay, sorry.
But yes, I mean, in order for you to get the best out of them, it's a cycle. You have to take care of them, so they take care of the business, which takes care of you.
You, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Another was 419.
Let's talk social media now.
Okay.
Because the social media space is one where a lot of negativity happens. Online bullying, lots of bad sort of
trolling.
news trolling, those kinds of things. And I remember reading something about, I don't know, not everybody believes this, but like, when people believe in things like vibrations and brains, there are people who are very susceptible to things. There are people who, if they read a lot of negative news or hear a lot of negative things, it takes a toll on them. Like they actually get sad, even if they woke up happy that day. And there's some people who it rolls off their back. They don't care. If they're happy, they're happy. If they're not, they're not. So there's a thing I've seen a lot of things online where they say, you need to practice self-care when online, especially if people are maybe coming at you. You need to be able to disconnect and just like remove kind of all that influence from you once in a while, so that you don't get overwhelmed by the negativity. And it's it's something that they say you should do when there's a hot topic issue going on. So I remember, in America now, it's almost like they're killing people every week. But when Sandra Bland's issue happened, self-care was a big topic as well, because of the news cycle. But I think we have to take a little break now. And when we come back,
Yes, we do. We'll carry on with our conversation, and we'll see you guys in just a bit.
all right, guys, welcome back to The Spot. We've been talking self-love and self-care, and just before the break, we were talking about, practicing self-love and self-care when you're online, especially when there are lots of issues going on. So, I mean, do you guys agree with that, or do you think it's very, I beg, Americana, whatever?
Social media, John. If you want to shout, shout. If you want to shout.
If you were getting bullied online, what would you feel?
You log out.
Abby?
That's self-care. That's what I'm saying. That's what they say. It's self-care. You log out.
Change your username.
Get another username.
They will still find you.
How many times
they will find your address.
Our brother, our fashion king. I will call his name for safety purpose. And people telling me where's this, and it doesn't stop him from still wearing canvas and native tomorrow. Now. You know the person I'm talking. Yeah, so that's self-love. That's someone that loves himself. He doesn't care if like say this, say that. Vico will still continue to be Vico. Some people will still continue to say hi. So do whatever you like.
Come back to life.
Do anything you like.
Look at all the subs this man is throwing.
Self-love. I came in. You went there to take water for yourself alone. You drank. That's self-love.
And he didn't give you.
Love.
Only him. He has been there doing yahoo since. That's self-love. You know, everybody's just
The people, nobody has replied. I don't understand.
Self-love.
Send me reply.
I don't know if you can actively practice self-love while you're online and trying to protect yourself. You can really just have the best, be in the best mind frame when you're online. Like there's no way to win. Sometimes you clap back and you curse back and other times you just act like it doesn't happen. But I'm in this phase of not feeding the trolls. Like I'm not interested anymore.
I'm not here for read.
Just no matter what you do, a lot of people will still always say what they want to say. So you can't stop. Most especially when you are in the spotlight, you know.
That one piece of recognition.
So basically that's most times all the negativities actually, if you're someone who's positive minded, the negativities actually help you.
Oh wow. How?
Push you forward. Like when they tell you this and all, you can always get better, with negative comments.
Okay,
yeah,
you switch it to like a lesson.
Before now, before I go a little wiser on that, I usually, like for instance, at events, when people come, funny how some guests, they just come and there's always this over-sabi family members who want to, how can you bring in the bride's family before the groom's family? How can you do? And they will be like I said, now then hold your balance. I don't even want, that kind of.
So who's supposed to come?
Before I would just be like, no, as in before I used to, but now I would just, okay, ma'am, sorry, ma'am. So most times it's always better to even be sorry. So you let them feel like they're achieved something, or they're in control, and then still go ahead to do what you want to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Wedding drama.
We have Monday Fitness.
That's a way of self-care and self-love, taking care of your body so that your soul can also be nourished. So let's check out what Adura has for us today.
Hi, and welcome to Monday Fitness with Adura. Today, we're going to be tackling a common problem area, have flabby arms, also known as bingo wings or Christian mother arms. The two exercises we're going to cover are the shoulder press with dumbbells or any weights you have, and the second one is a tricep push-up. Now both exercises target the triceps as well as other muscles, and we're going to start with the shoulder press. You're going to squeeze the bum, keep your shoulders back, engage your abs, so hold your tummy in. Bring the dumbbells up. And from here, you take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, you extend your arms up and come back down. Again, breathe in on the way down and up on the way out. One more time, up. On the way down, just slow down a little. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Thank you. Aim to do 10 to 12 shoulder presses. Rest for a minimum of 30 seconds, and then for a maximum of 30 seconds, and then you go again for 3 sets. Now exercise number 2, this is really challenging. I'm sure you've heard of the push-up. Now doing a tricep push-up targets your triceps as well as works your upper body and your core. Your aim with the tricep push-up is to be able to do it with your legs extended. From here, you start with your hands in line with your shoulders, closer together than with a push-up. If you can, have your thumbs touching. Extend your legs and watch your elbows touch your side as you go down, back up. Okay? Again, go down and up. Now notice my hips didn't drop, I was using my core. Now Cynthia is going to show you where you should start from. You get on your knees, okay? Again, remember your hands in line with your shoulders, closer together, yes? And now, right now her knees are in line with her hips. Gonna move the knees back a little, so bring them back a little more. And same thing, notice what's happening here. She's holding her tummy in. She's gonna make sure that her hips don't drop. And it's almost like she's hugging herself because her elbows will graze her sides. So go, 1 rep. It's quite tough. Up. And again. All right, so just hold there for a second. Now, if you've done 10 tricep push-ups and you feel you have something left in you, then go back down and just hold. Here, really tough on the triceps. Hold until failure. Okay, good job. All right, so what you can do with this combination of exercises is 10 to 12 shoulder presses, remember those, 10 to 12 tricep push-ups, and if you have it in you, just hold at the bottom for as long as you can, aim for at least 10 seconds. Rest for 30 seconds, maximum 1 minute, and go for 3 sets. For more, check out my blog at www.adura-o.com or come over here at Central Fitness, Central Lekki Mall, Lekki Phase 1, Lagos. Until next week, have a great week and stay active. Bye.
Have you joined Fit Farm? What's the problem? Why don't you want to join Fit Farm? Everybody in Lagos has joined Fit Farm.
Yeah, I haven't joined it.
It's not your thing. Do you try to distress in any way, though? No, I'm not talking necessarily about self-care now. Do you distress?
Yeah.
What do you do when you're distressing? Music, working out, do you run? Do you toast? Do you go to a bar? What is it? How do you distress from? Because you, even if you say you enjoy comedy, but you can't just do comedy every time.
I mean, at some point, it has to be stressful.
I do movies.
Okay, go see a movie.
Yeah, I do movies alone, and then I buy an extra ticket.
So that there's nobody beside you.
In Fit, you know,
that's what
come and sit for.
But you see movies alone, right? I see movies alone. People think it's weird. So
there's nothing weird
I
about
used
it.
to
I do
do it,
it.
but I don't anymore, actually. I now prefer it.
Actually, sometimes I prefer it because I'm just in my corner.
And it's cheaper.
Yeah. On a Wednesday, there's
not.
Wednesday
promo.
Cheap movie Wednesday, 700.
Ebuka.
Take out like 3 hours on the day. 2 movies, man.
Because
you have several streams of income.
If you have all the time.
And you're doing Wednesday promo for 200 naira. You should be ashamed of
yourself. Go to GDC, they know my face. So I can work away. We don't have any movie.
Movies, man, movies. But a lot of time now, I'm not big on cinemas lately, though.
Cheap movie Wednesdays,
so you can always
Cheap
rent.
movie Wednesdays.
Just sit in your
Zainab
house.
is like she's about to explode your
I might do.
Sometimes there's free pop concept.
Yes.
Let's take a break, guys. When we come back, we'll be wrapping up
details.
our discussion on the show today. Please stay with us.
Hey guys, welcome back. You are still watching The Spot, and we've been discussing self-care, self-love, and all those good things.
Yes, we have.
Yes, and I think it's been a good, enlightening conversation for the most part. But something that we like to do on the show as well is share a sweet spot, something that makes our hearts smile, something that makes you feel warm and happy and good, etc.
So that when you're stressed and you think about that thing, it's like another way of self-care.
Yes. Zainab really hates the idea of self-care today. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, today it's my sweet spot, and I really like food. I love to eat, even though it doesn't look like it. And one of my favorite things to do is actually follow or like look at new recipes and things like that, websites online. But on Instagram now, there are so many really great, chefs and, pictures of just like food.
What are you guys laughing at?
He's actually being quite the dick right now.
I was listening to you.
You were mimicking me.
Okay, sorry.
Do you want to say the rest of my story since you have it in your brain?
You say you like pictures of food.
I have pictures of food on Instagram. So basically food porn on Instagram. So I follow, people like Dooney's Kitchen, Africa Food Collective, Chef Freg's, Afro Lems, 1Q Food Platter. There's really a lot of them, and
Niger
I absolutely
Foodie.
love. Pardon?
I said Niger Foodie.
Niger Foodie, Nigerian Lazy Chef, Chef Phil.
Kitchen Butterfly.
Kitchen Butterfly, of course, Uzos. She's been here before, of course. Uzos Food Labs, Chef Eros.
Chef Shanko.
I just do Chef Shanko. Yes. So I really like, I like scrolling through that, hashtag food porn.
Can you guys chill with the designs?
Now,
They will not put a bar.
And roll it
Not
inside.
put soup around it. Not put the meat as crown.
and call you one name.
Sometimes you see the food, you don't want to eat it because they're like, I don't want to
So
spoil
pretty.
this thing.
Yeah.
My God. They make my mama eat like a star.
There's
not
this
put
picture
small
that was
sauce on the
trending on Instagram.
There's kids that don't like to eat food that's not pretty. So parents, no,
Arrange
no,
it.
no,
Not
serious.
colorful. Maybe they like colors. Not necessarily pretty.
If it's not, if it doesn't
Pretty.
look,
If it doesn't look
Look
if
inviting,
you like put red
they
and
won't.
green, they won't eat it. It must look
Who are
nice
these
and
people?
pretty.
If I slap-
faces, they like faces, characters.
Were you like that?
No, I
Were you
wasn't
like
like that.
Why?
But
Because they smacked the food into your mouth.
My cousin was like that, and her mom just had to make food.
They're
just
not well.
interesting for
If
her.
you come to my house, beans, back. The beans and the meat the same color.
Oh yeah, beans and beans.
The place might be brown. Everything is just brown.
That's like normal, man.
So yeah.
I remember back in secondary school, I had this senior who eats beans and toothpaste.
Ew, no.
Anytime I say that, people, I swear.
No.
I know bread and toothpaste.
Beans
and toothpaste. How?
It was a boarding school. People were hungry.
How can you eat bread and toothpaste? That doesn't even sound like it tastes nice.
You know, there's the beans
When, like junior secondary
flat,
school.
there's nothing, no taste. So and then
People are hungry. They'll be like, oh yum.
That's like the only thing to spice it up. I just put toothpaste.
Would you
and
actually go and tell your parents that that's what you were eating at
How
school?
can you tell your parents? Where do you think that things like Babisco, where do they come out from? You experiment.
At least Babisco is still like, I don't know, Gary
Bread
and
and
something.
toothpaste.
Oh, so you drink Gary? Well, I didn't know you see, because this is why I talk beans and this to you.
No, but the beans and toothpaste.
The beans and toothpaste. Beans and toothpaste is weird.
Beans and beans. You eat beans and beans. You know what I'm saying? People are like, I had rice and veg, and then you have nothing to say. You have to multiply. I had beans and beans.
Wow, that's
I had
really
Gary and
deep.
Eba.
That's
beans
so
and memory.
Well, I'm not joking. You need to be on the other side, though. Tasted both, so. Well, I'm proud of saying my story now.
Like-
Listener, I can always
Like
buy
this
what
is
I want to
amala,
eat.
you guys. This is amala.
Eh?
That's amala crisp.
That's amala.
Amala crisp and this is amala crisp and yes.
Well, I did say
and
that we're
egusi roulade.
But I did say that we're going to have.
So you just
Amala
nibble,
drug.
it's dried up.
I don't
so
think
you
this
just
is even made to be eaten, like to be honest.
We're gonna have Megri and Ewedu mousse with.
First of all, I can't even eat
This
ewedu.
is. That's what this is. I'm
Wow,
sorry.
No, you can't call it amala. It's yam flour.
Is the amala
Yam
underneath
flour
it?
paste or something.
Is the amala
This is
underneath
a Nigerian chef in a very
can I say
prominent New York restaurant.
But
But I
is
think
it-
he was experimenting with some of this stuff. So he just did
Come
the
on, Zainab,
crisp.
wait.
No,
So
I
it's-
need you to answer my question. Is the amala underneath?
No,
Amala
that
is
thing,
dry.
that crisp,
It's
that
dry.
thing is, that's the
Amala
amala.
crisp. It's like when you leave amala in the pot and you go.
The bottom part is just
That part that you not peel out.
You need to go to Ibadan and see amala.
ha ha.
And get some.
Oh wait, what's that
gbegiri,
place?
you know.
So Iya. Wait, what's the
Iya Okpe. Is it Iya Okpe?
no?
In
what-
Ibadan?
In Ibadan, there's the famous
I know Iya
amala.
Okpe.
Sorry, I
I
don't
know,
do Ibadan, so I don't know.
I did
Okay.
NYSC in it. There's this one in NYSC office. I don't
Amala
know,
expert.
the good life, man. I don't eat amala actually,
Every
but when I
every
go to
city
Ibadan,
like in Nigeria has a popular amala.
Amala joint.
Amala sheet, man.
Amala is my
Shita,
favorite.
yeah.
There's a yamala in Abuja. Seriously, if you see this
Alright.
place, you wouldn't know, but you see the cars that buy the yamala
believe you
straight from the
want- if you
office.
wanna
People
eat
with their
something, you have to
BMs.
eat it
There's an
well.
Iya bar
There's
in
no
Lagos
point
Island as
trying
well.
to put the whole effigy inside it. If you want to eat amala,
Effizi
eat
is
amala.
need, Effizi is need.
Eat amala.
All right, guys, looks like we've run out of time for today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys have learned a few tips on self-love and self-care. We've had a good time, and hopefully you have too, Xtreme.
Yes, I have.
Yeah?
It's been wonderful.
Why are you being musical?
Bye, you guys. We'll
Come
see you
and support me
later.
Zainab, the only thing you said today is bye.
Oh, yeah, please sign our wall.
Please sign our wall.
Just try to write my name.
Maybe
Yeah,
here.
mine's
Over here.
sacrificial.
Yeah.
I don't want to stand next to you. I've got that joint.
Okay, he's gonna come. Watch.
Vibes, man.
Now press come.
2, 3. Ebuka, yeah, you guys. Ready? Thank you.
Everybody has pink lips.